In case you haven't heard, this week Senator Mitch McConnell, Senate Minority Leader and easily the most powerful turtle in the United States, froze up during his opening remarks at a weekly press event. His opening remarks. I want to make one thing really clear off the bat though. This video is in no way meant to wish ill on McConnell. I wish him absolutely nothing except for a speedy recovery and good health. No matter his politics, he's an 81-year-old man who just suffered a concussion. Have some goddamn compassion. I will voice my displeasure with McConnell the same way that every American should, at the voting booth, and I hope to see you there. But just watching that press conference was really eye-opening, and if I may be honest, jarring. It suddenly hit me that, oh, he's an 81-year-old man who just suffered a concussion. And he's the Senate Minority Leader. You don't realize how important it is to project strength in modern politics. I guess we like to think of ourselves as above that. Up until the facade suddenly cracks. And before anyone thinks I'm just picking on Republicans, I'm also not a fan of Joseph older than the average rock Biden being the Democratic frontrunner for the 2024 presidential election, basically by default. God, I remember when we used to make fun of the Brits for having leaders who were older than dirt. How the turntables, am I right? Man, if I'm not careful, this video is just going to devolve into a list of old jokes thicker than the Bible. Though that would be fitting, since the average American politician was there when it was written. Okay. In all seriousness, though, this should be a moment of reflection for every American voter. It is, yeah, becoming a bit of a stereotype for Gen Z and millennials, or whatever the hell I am, to go around complaining about the last generation destroying the country, while they, in turn, complain about us destroying the country. But you know, could we elect someone under the age of, 60? Below 60? Is that a good threshold, maybe? As I said, this should probably be a moment of reflection for all of us, no matter how you vote here in America. A moment to really ponder what the values of America are, as well as the West in general, since, like it or not, America still sets a lot of cultural standards on the world stage, especially with other democracies. So we should be thinking, is the fact that we keep re-electing dinosaurs on both sides of the aisle say something about our politics? Does it perhaps show an inability for the United States to actually move forward into a new era? An era where suburban neighborhoods are seen as financially non-viable? An era where governments actually invest in programs to protect the vulnerable? Where growth is not a given, climate change is not denied, and every presidential election is not some sort of weird quasi-rock star event? I mean, America's gonna have to deal with all those things eventually because they're all true or going to be true. It's just whether or not America is going to accept that truth now or have it forcibly hammered in by the sheer force of reality in the next couple of years. That's the question. God, that was a downer. Let me know what you guys think. I am very curious. Even if you don't live in America, was watching McConnell just completely freeze up in that press conference jarring for you? Just seeing a very prominent political figure do that? It's kind of scary to think of them as still just, regular humans. Which they are. I mean, we should, but I didn't think it would throw me as much as it did, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't think it would get to me seeing this political leader with so much power freezing up the way that my grandmother did, in her late years. It's just, it's kind of scary. And yeah, I guess the point of this video is it hit me harder than I thought it would. So let me know what you guys think. I would really love to know your opinions. Leave a comment below if you want to see this get some traction with the algorithm. And I'll see you guys in the next one.